So, Michael, are you going watching the Super Bowl?
Funny you should ask that question, Kathleen. You see, the Super Bowl, Kathleen, or American football as we know it over here, has a long and varied past, Kathleen. And the people in Ireland and the UK, to a lesser extent, don't really know the ins and outs of it, Kathleen. So I will explain it to you.
Okay, go on
So, a long, long time ago, Kathleen, a couple of 100 years ago, there was people called pilgrims, Kathleen. And they used to wear funny hats and belts, like Longford people, but less thick. So they went on boats, Kathleen, across the Atlantic. And they arrived, Kathleen, where America is today. And they pulled their boats into the car park, Kathleen. And they got out and they noticed a lot of the native people, Kathleen. Now, I have to be careful here, but the native people like to be called Eskimos, I think it is.
Don't think so.
Because they build sandcastles. But anyways, they, Kathleen, used to have a game and it was called Click-a-Pook.
What?
Clicky-Pook, Kathleen, they used to call it. Where they'd hunt a pig, Kathleen, with spears. And they'd blow air into him, Kathleen, and he'd inflate.
Okay.
And they used to have a few men each side and they'd kick him around. So the pilgrims got a thinking, Kathleen. They thought this is a fantastic game and it beats rugby sports. But let's steal this game. So that's how it started, Kathleen, and it started revolving and revolving and revolving from the days of the Eskimos up to today, Kathleen, where it's become a consumer nonsense nightmare when you have people like Eminem, Kathleen, and Dre and Anna.
And Rihanna, not Anna.
Is it Rihanna, Kathleen?
Yeah.
I'm friends with the monsters then in my
that's
brain.
right.
So anyways, Kathleen, that's the history. Now, I know, Kathleen, what you're thinking. Jesus, that's an awful thick sport, isn't it? But Americans are thick, Kathleen. So it suits them. So tonight, Kathleen, I'll explain a bit of it now, Kathleen. Tonight we've the Kentucky Chicken Chiefs, Kathleen is what they're called, the KC Chiefs, and the Philadelphia Eagle Talons, Kathleen. And they wear the big hats, Kathleen.
Yeah.
And they wear the shoulder pads. Because Americans are weak, Kathleen. They're a weak people. That's why they invade people and use nuclear bombs in Kathleen. So they all line out in the pitch, and then you have a fella called an out half or something, Kathleen, like Dan Marino or what's that other cunt, the Irishman, Tom Brady, Kathleen.
Yeah.
So they line out. One fella goes hoot and kicks the ball, Kathleen, or throws it, and your man kicks it.
Yeah.
And then they run. And that's American football, Kathleen. They do that repeatedly and repeatedly and repeatedly. And another ad break. And repeatedly.
Okay,
and another
I
ad break.
got it.
And another ad break.
I get it, Michael.
So that's the history of American football, Kathleen. And the Super Bowl, named after the Native American Super Bowl.
Okay, so Michael, you are going to watch it tonight, so.
I will in my hole.